Guys, welcome back to another episode of Drunken Idiots. Hope you guys enjoyed the last one. We got two guests here, and they're actually pretty special guests here, in my opinion. They own their own company. They're going to tell us exactly what they do and who they are. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. We're going to get fucked up like always. So, you guys, tell us about yourself. Who are you? What you do? How you came upon us? I don't know.
Why don't you introduce them first? Jesus.
I know. Give them some sort of introduction.
I mean, I feel like they should introduce themselves. I think they can introduce themselves.
Pretty rude, but
My name is Michael.
So yeah, we're business partners. I mean, like you said, we have a company of our own. It's called Laxity Gaming. So basically, the company is just a gaming accessory company. We sell skins, grips, cases.
Pretty much everything.
Pretty much everything, yeah.
Or controllers, just so pretty much just to help people, just to get a big community, supporting us. We support them. It's pretty much our goal with Laxity specifically. We're not really. That's pretty much our goal. Just build a connection
With
our gamers, yeah, and just yeah, we're just going. That's pretty much what we've been following, and then that's where everything created from, right?
Pretty much. Pretty much an introduction, right?
Yeah.
So, did y'all both come up with the idea of what you guys are doing now, how'd you guys come business partners? Were y'all friends before, or what?
Well, we're actually cousins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're cousins. Pretty much we pretty much grew up together.
Okay.
So it started by I was actually living in New York. He was already in Jersey. I had moved during quarantine. I had moved to New Jersey for the first time, and we were just basically
We were playing Warzone.
playing Warzone. Yeah, pretty casual, just playing Warzone. And I came back from New York, and I kind of had the business mindset, right? I was reading a lot of books. I was educating myself in business. Actually, before I came to New Jersey, I had just renovated an apartment and rented it out. So I was already with that business mindset. I wanted to come to New Jersey with a fresh start and just start a business. It didn't have to be anything crazy. Just try to get my foot in the door. And I have told Michael, hey, I want to start a business really bad. You have any ideas of anything I can sell or any ideas? And then, yeah, he just came up with the idea of
Yeah, I remember.
grips.
He came up to me pretty much because he knew I was a big gamer at the time. I used to play video games I don't even know, 4 to 5 hours every day. And yeah, he came up to me with an idea that he wanted to start a business, and I just mentioned, man, I think the gaming industry, I think is booming, and I think it's only gonna get better. So I pretty much just gave him the idea of pretty much gaming grips, skins, cases, and all that, and he pretty much loved it. And then from there, we just started planning out the name and everything, right?
Yeah, and it's just been growing since then.
So basically, y'all are gamers, obviously, and you wanted to do more with gaming. I mean,
Yeah.
that seems pretty cool. I've seen y'all's company, and that's kind of why they're here, because I liked what they did, the grips they come out with. If you guys don't know who they are, they come out with Xbox and PlayStation grips. Am I right?
Yes.
Pretty much for everything.
Cases, all consoles.
Okay, so yeah, on consoles they come out with grips. So if you want to check them out, you should definitely check them out. So where are you guys from, and a little bit more about yourself individually, instead of just the company.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty much from New York, born and raised. My nationality, I guess, is Colombian. We're both Colombian.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I just grew up in New York. Wasn't always the best student. Although it's kind of I was just I don't know, I wouldn't say trouble child, but I was messing around a lot,
You could definitely say trouble
Right.
child.
I mean, I think-
I don't know.
Keep going.
No, yeah, just I would say trouble child, but yeah, I definitely had some troubles. And yeah, pretty much I always, was like business, etc., like stuff like that. I mean, pretty much, yeah. I don't really think there's nothing too crazy,
I mean,
Okay.
and for me, I mean, I was also born in New York. After a couple years living in New York, I went to Colombia. I lived there for 3 to 4 years. I came back here, and then I pretty much I was already learning the language. So once I started actually really learning the language, I started going to school. It was definitely different from Colombia. Colombia's like definitely known to be a lot more poor, and just completely different environment. So when I came here, I just started learning a whole lot of new things. I was definitely learning faster. The teaching system was a lot better. I would say I wasn't definitely an outgoing kid, but I wasn't really causing like trouble. But I was just talkative, doing my work. At first, I wouldn't do my homework, so I used to get called home every day from my teachers, that he's just talking, he doesn't do homework.
Also, like,
And then when I was getting older, I kind of started taking things more serious. And yeah, I would say I was just pretty much childish through all the way up to like 7th, 8th grade. And then once I hit 11th grade, my junior year, we came up with the idea of starting Laxing, and then my brain just switched like that. He started, he was pretty much, I would say he was my mentor. He was just pretty much teaching me a whole lot about business. And then, yeah, we just both started doing our research, and now we're here.
so yeah, I mean, I study aeronautics. Currently getting my AMP for to become an aircraft technician.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm currently in school right now, just working on that. I do have another business as well, import-export business. Yeah, I also like to invest in the stock market. A couple things about myself. I like to invest in the stock market, and just yeah, it's pretty much a quick summary of basically who we are as individuals.
So is the company you guys have built, is that like your main goal in life is to build that company and, be successful with that company, or is it just like a backup plan?
That's a great question. We pretty much do everything and try to take it to the fullest. We don't want to start something and just barely touch up on it. We pretty much started this to fully
Give it 100%.
give it 100%. Yeah, and just plan everything out, take things seriously, and obviously if we take things seriously, it will pretty much grow. That's
Those
pretty
things
much
will
our
come out.
mindset.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not Plan A, but we're treating it like it's Plan A. I guess you can say.
Yeah, that's smart.
Okay. Okay.
A lot of-
That's a smart
that's
way
a-
to, yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask them
Keep
was
going.
like, what was if they had any other business ventures? Because I'm someone I went to school for business. I've done a lot of stuff personally. When I was in, you kind of remind me of me because when I was in high school, me and another classmate actually started up a clothing brand.
Yo, Outlaw Gaming, what's up? How's it going?
Off of we did it on Instagram, and we basically kind of not intentionally created like because this was like way back in like 2012 and like we kind of started up the format of what would become like what a lot of people do now on Instagram where they why can't I think of what it's called,
E-commerce.
but e-commerce. Yeah, we kind of basically started up what would become what a lot of people start doing with e-commerce on Instagram and stuff. But we started a clothing brand called The Witness, and we started off with selling like basically we were friends with a couple of the hot girls in the school, and we gave them free merch as long as they posted us and tagged us all the time. So that was kind of like how we blew up our Instagram for a while. And we got to a pretty solid point, and then we ended up selling it to someone, and that's how I made my first. I think I made like $5,000 at the end of it, and then I just took it and invested all of it. But that was like my first little fun business venture, and ever since then, like I've done a lot of like random business stuff. So talking my language, I guess.
For sure.
Kind of similar,
That's pretty similar to our story, yeah.
You want to touch up on Scavenge Gaming?
I mean, yeah, same thing. We actually bought out this business. Like you said, at first we were just messing around with we created our own grit business, and we ended up just buying out this company. I guess you can say. I guess it's just inverse.
What's the name of it?
Yeah, basically inverse related to what you did. We basically bought this, and maybe we'll sell it out one day. We'll see how big this goes, but
Yeah.
sure,
Do you plan to only stick to console like controller grips and so on, or do you plan like recently? I feel like a big thing, which I mean I'm involved in right now, is like people building their own keyboards from scratch, and a lot of like customizing on that. So do you think you might get involved in that?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, obviously the possibilities are endless where we could really expand. We're definitely we at one point we were definitely thinking about moving to PC and PC products, but then we kind of took a step back, thought about it, and thought about the best possible solution. We were coming out with some ideas, ordering a couple samples, pretty much designing them and just seeing what comes out. And if we like it, we'll move forward. But we still want to do some changes, and at the end of the day, we just chose to pause it, and we're definitely interested in coming back to it whenever we have the time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think yeah, we were gonna definitely move to PC at one point.
That's good.
Yeah, I think it's not out of the picture. I feel
That's a
like
good idea.
that's a good move.
Well,
for
I
sure.
wouldn't mean like I don't mean like completely dropping like your console and controller grip roots, but like just adding to the resume more so.
Yeah, just expanding.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I do want to set up like a foundation first. I think that's what me and Michael are working towards. Setting some type of foundation first before we start expanding. Start spending money on, let's say, products, marketing and stuff like that. I think we want to create some type of system that allows us to market profitably, right? I mean,
Yeah.
the biggest thing, right, in marketing, like, are you able to market profitably, right? That's like the biggest thing. So that's what currently what we're working on. That's like our biggest mission currently right now.
Do you have what would you say? Is there any type of advice like you guys would want to give out to anybody who's thinking about getting into starting up their own business or, yeah, just wanting to get into making their own business and doing stuff out of the norm, I guess you could say. A lot of people, I feel like, consider people who try to do things and make their own money versus going and working 9 to 5. It's out of the norm.
For sure.
But do you have
Yeah,
advice on that?
I really do feel, not necessarily feel, but I very much relate to those type of people, right? Because like I mentioned before, right, I wasn't always the best student, etc. So college wasn't really a route for me. So I definitely relate for those type of people. I would just say read. I think that's the biggest thing, right? I mean, I think nowadays reading is like kind of like so rare, right? A person that reads, right? So I think reading for sure, just self-education is a big thing, right? I would say that.
Also, pretty much like mindset as well. You go anything you put your mind to, and everything. If you really want to do it, you're going to do it. You know what I mean? Like he mentioned, if you really want to do some type of business, pick up a book. Read about it. If anything, do some research online and just pretty much learn, educate yourself about a certain topic, and then just give it in your all, and
Giving it your all, that's big.
yeah, you give it your all, and then eventually good things will happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What you put into it is what you'll get out of it. That's.
I agree. I
I do
agree
have a-
100%.
I do have a question. For actually Donnie, both of you guys. So, I actually work for a small business owner. We have like three employees, and the owner, he's the boss, the owner, the whole 9 yards, HR, everything. And he started the ground up. And I asked him the other day the same question Donnie just asked you guys, and he says, "Well, it's all honesty. It's surrounding yourself around not." He said, "Don't surround yourself people that are not going to be that don't want to be really successful in their life, but surround yourself around people that want to be successful." So is that true in your guys' opinion? Like, like when you were building your brand and your company, were you trying to keep yourself around successful people so you had more ideas, or like was it it didn't really matter?
Well, I think for me, right? For me, it was, I guess, I don't know. I didn't really come up with people that had that business mindset. So for me, it was kind of like the opposite, right? Like kind of separate yourself from people who don't have that mentality, right? I never really had the luxury of meeting people that had that successful drive, that ambition, and never really had that luxury. So for me, it was kind of the opposite, like kind of like stay away from anybody trying to like put me down, put my mindset down, or like diminish what I had going on or what I wanted to achieve. But I definitely think that's That's a big thing for sure.
Yeah,
I would
mean,
say, go ahead.
I mean, what I was gonna say. I mean, I pretty much agree. I mean, you just gotta surround, like you mentioned, you just gotta surround yourself with people that,
Like-minded.
yeah, like are like-minded. So I mean, when we were both, pretty much starting this business, we pretty much just stayed close to each other, and just piggyback off each other. He learned something, he taught me. I learned something, I taught him. And we were definitely both looking. We definitely had similar mindsets of what we wanted to accomplish. So we just stayed close, and that's how we just grew really fast. To be honest.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What about you, Donnie?
I agree. I think that, there's there's an old saying that goes around, you surround yourself with 5 bums, you'll be the 6th bum. You surround yourself with 5 millionaires, you'll be the 6th millionaire. And I kind of agree with that. I agree. Me personally, I grew up, I lived in a trailer in Tennessee until I was in 4th grade. I've been poor, but I personally had the luxury of watching my dad kind of go from nothing to something, and I learned a lot from that. My dad did exactly that. He got involved with the right people. He completely disassociated himself with the wrong people. So some of his, and that includes some of his best friends. He disassociated himself with those people, and I would argue that my dad's probably a multimillionaire to this day. And it was all, he didn't go to college. He's just a hustler, and he works off of a hustler's mindset, and he works in a job where it was high risk, high reward. And luckily, in today's market, because he's a loan officer, so he writes home loans for people. But he also, now he's like VP of the company. So it's a matter of, he worked hard, and there was there's a lot to it. And that's kind of like what inspired me too. I knew getting out of high school, I didn't really care about college, I didn't care about school. So I knew I was going to have to work hard, and I knew I wanted to get in sales because I love me some commission. So I hustled, and after I got out of high school, I probably talked to 2 people from my high school, just because.
Yeah.
Not everybody has there's, I feel like there's a lot of people nowadays. It's they think that they're just entitled for some reason, and they deserve to wake up and get a paycheck for no reason. And in my mind, when we're you gotta work harder when you're younger so you could chill out when you're older, and that's how I've always been. I've always tried to work harder since I'm younger. I'm willing to do the side jobs, the extra jobs, and so on and so forth. I'm also willing to take the business risk, because when you're starting up any kind of business, it's a risk. You're making a lot. You're putting a lot of your time, money, and energy into it. It's a big risk for a higher potential reward, and so you gotta surround yourself with people who know, basically, who've been through it or going through it. That kind of, if they're in that kind of environment, that helps out so much more than somebody who, I got friends who think $100 is a lot of money, and in my opinion, $100 is not a lot of money. So I don't really, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going now. I got lost in my own conversation
I-
there.
I get what you mean. It goes back to what I was saying is, you have to, if you want to be successful, surround yourself around successful people. And I've definitely noticed that because, with me and Donnie, our relationship, we knew each other before, and we know each other in real life when we met each other before we met each other online in real life from a party. Well, we didn't talk about the stuff we talk about now, but now, quite literally, I'll text Donnie, "Yo, bro, I have an idea for a new thing to do for the channel." And he's like, "Okay, I like that idea. Maybe we should do it." And Donnie, same way. He texted me this week. I don't know, maybe beginning of the week, and he was like, "Dude, what if we get drunk and watch videos and react to them?" And I was like, "You know what? Why the fuck not? That's gonna make the channel even better." So Donnie and me both, we definitely do that, where the content go back and forth with each other. And same with, everyone else in the podcast, with Matt and, Michael and all them. I'll sit there and I'll bounce my ideas off of them. What do you guys think? And they're like, you know what? That's a good idea. Or we could tweak it like this. So if you're around people that want to do or be successful or want to have the same energy you have with something, you're going to be successful as much as they are, because you can't you can't, like Donnie said, there's a lot of people out there that just want to wake up and earn $1 million one day. That's real unrealistic, but you know what I'm saying? They wake up and they're like, oh, I should be getting, I want to get paid $500 a week just to wake up, go to bed. There's a lot of people out there like that, and it's really not like that at all, and it will never be like that. So the people that you surround yourself that are like, I want to wake up and earn more than 500 a week, more than 10 grand a week, more than this. They want to wake up and go, whoo, 3 million just hit my account. All right,
Well,
that's
some
Trump
people-
change. Let's make more.
What about that guy that just streams himself sleeping at night? He makes a ton of money doing that.
I mean,
Well, he had to get to that
that's-
point somehow, though. I mean, he put in some work at some point.
John went to bed.
He put in some work to get to that point.
Actually, when you say that, Donnie, who is that dude we were
Stream
talking
sleeping,
about?
I'll be streaming.
Okay, Donnie, I'll say, I think Donnie will know who I'm talking about. The streamer that fixes his nose on stream. What's his name?
Aiden Ross.
Aiden Ross. Quite literally, he'll sit
Aiden.
there. I'm being dead serious. Watch Aiden Ross one fucking stream. For the first 10 minutes, he's just
Knuckle deep.
and like the whole episode, the whole fucking stream, he's just like, yeah, how's it going, guys? How's it going? And it's like, dude, 10,000 people are watching you right now. Pick your nose.
Good for engagement.
But if I had that many people watching me picking my nose and they were just letting me do it, I would have absolutely abused that power. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, I feel like Aiden gets away with doing a whole lot worse.
Oh yeah. See, I seen his chat one time, and I was in his chat. A couple people were like, "Bro, stop picking your nose. You digging for gold?" Saying some like other stuff, and I was like, "This man just, yep, yep. That's exactly what I'm doing."
I mean, it's that not no fucks given attitude that really like has taken Aiden where he is. So I mean, you can't fault him.
And that's true. And now in the content industry, I think we've all realized we want people not to censor themselves as much as they do in the content industry.
Yeah.
And we want them to be real. If you're gonna sit there and be all kiddish, then if that's your real personality, keep that personality, but don't change it in 10 years, because then we're gonna realize you were fake the whole time. We want someone to come on here and be like, "You stupid motherfucking bitch," and saying all the cuss words in the world, almost getting banned because of they're about to say that one word or that one sentence they don't want to say, and then they're like the butthole kiss away from
Dropping
being
a hard R, dude.
right, like you know what I mean? They're like that. They're like getting pissed off, and it's like, bro, calm down.
Streamer, her name was Pokimane, I think it was, that she got exposed for saying the N-word, and then I forgot, it was this one YouTuber exposed her for saying that, and she got like mad hate. It's crazy.
Cancel culture, right?
Cancel culture is what it is.
Oh, cancel culture's insane, bro. Cancel culture's insane.
You actually went into a topic I
cancel
have.
culture itself. I think
What'd
we
you
all
say?
need to get on Twitter, and we need to just cancel culture. Why hasn't anybody tried doing this yet?
It's your
It's-
power.
I mean that's true. Let's
Let's
Cancel-
use it against their own tactics against them.
let's
It's
cancel the
impossible,
cancel
bro.
culture.
It's
That's
impossible.
what
Yeah,
That's
with
what
that
it-
mentality, it is.
See, that's going back to surround your people around, the right mentality. And Donnie's not at the right mentality right now. He's
Maybe if
saying,
I
"Oh, it's
put
impossible."
myself around 5 other people who think they can take down cancel culture, I'll be the 6th person to take down cancel culture.
There we go.
The older the human race gets, the softer they get. That's why they just start canceling people. Before,
That's
people used
true.
to say whatever, like in like Family Guy, all these shows, like The Office, they used to just do crazy jokes, and that's what made it funny. But
Right.
people
I've
are
been
getting soft and stuff.
I've been watching. You ever watch the Venture Bros on Adult Swim?
Oh, I've
Oh,
seen
yes,
it.
yes,
I've
yes.
seen it. That's an old show.
Some of the stuff they say in that show, I'm like, "Ah, they couldn't get away with today.
What about
Dude.
the
It's not, like, it's not in poor taste
Dude, do,
either.
do any of you
they just
remember?
weren't
Do any
allowed
of you
to.
remember like the old Xbox fucking lobbies, dude? Like
Oh my god. they
Everyone-
were horrible.
everyone was an
Oh,
N word. Like everyone was just the nastiest thing that the person with the heaviest mic could come up with. Like
Loud as Mike.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's that people want to say the N-word so much. I don't think they want to use it in a negative tone. It's just that there's so many people out there that aren't allowed to use it, and that just doesn't that make you want to use something?
oh,
You know?
100%.
Like,
I mean,
in
it's like
grade
when
school, the teacher was like, "No, you can't play with that toy." It just made you want to play with it. It's so much more. Nobody
Yeah,
wants to
100%.
use it poorly. They just want to use it.
You don't want to see
I
how it
understand the psychology for sure.
Yeah.
You,
I mean-
you got that one friend that's like, I want to live on the edge. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
See,
I'm gonna
my-
do it online.
my problem is like I love to like tippy toe on the fucking line of like what you're not allowed to do, and so
It's fun.
it's tough.
like a
It's
little-
it's
like
tough out
jumping.
here.
A rush gives me an erection.
But actually, with the Pokemon, when you were talking about that, I don't know if you guys heard. Which Donnie, I know you keep up with content really well. Matt, you're old, so we. But there was this new thing coming out where Pokemon was talking. Was
Are you
saying.
saying Pokemon?
It's
Yeah,
Pokimane. It's Pokimane
Pokemon.
first off.
Okay,
Pokemon?
sorry, Pokemon.
Don't disrespect my e-girl girlfriend like that, bro.
This,
Pokimane.
you can't.
Oh,
You can't.
this is-
You
this is
can't
a
use that
person
language
Pokemon?
anymore. Yeah.
Actually, no. Valkyrie is actually hotter than her. But anyways,
Why?
This man's talking about ego.
That's not the point, Donnie. That's not the point. The
He
point
just
is
made the point.
She was talking about how, like, all right, so me and Donnie have talked about this several different episodes all the time, where people are going from Twitch to YouTube, and there's like this big conspiracy she might go to YouTube, and right now, if you go on
Scandalous.
Twitch, if you go on like she's like the main face for Twitch right now, so it's like if she goes off,
I'm
does
telling
that
this
mean
is
Twitch is
Donnie.
dead? I mean,
No.
You don't
Nah,
think so?
Twitch has a long way to go to die. I mean, Twitch is really burying itself, but it's got a long way to go to die. I tell you what, right now, what's really fucking keeping Twitch way ahead of YouTube right now is all the freaking people on Twitch streaming gambling.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, I could.
Rothstein's got 30K
There's
people
streaming
watching him right
gambling,
now.
And yet there's a couple simple words I can't use.
Yep. That's how
Disgusting.
Twitch works, bro.
Disgusting.
Tell her,
Disgusting.
outlaw, tell her. Whatever. My wife told me the other day the Mimosa guy's single now, so she's gonna shoot her shot.
Man, did we lose them?
Yeah, they said give them 1 second. I think we lost them.
Okay.
But so the Wi-Fi. Okay, it happens. Their Wi-Fi is messing up, guys. So we're just gonna keep on going until they come back, or when they come back, we'll still keep on going. So
We gotta ask
what do
them
we
when they
think-
come back. We gotta ask them like a topic they want to talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
We've been rambling.
What do you think, Donnie? What do you think about the Sony thing? Like, you think that's?
I
a
think
big
it was
move,
stupid.
or do
I
you-
think it was stupid. They paid
okay.
$3 billion for Destiny. What else does Bungie have?
But
Bungie used to have
you-
Halo. Was that a while ago, maybe?
They sold Halo. They don't have Halo.
Why would they
Dude,
ever
you
sell
are-
that?
you are just old. You're just
No, I
old.
don't give a shit.
Xbox has owned Halo. Microsoft has owned Halo for years now, bro. So you think it was a dumb idea, Donnie?
Yeah, I think it was a bad decision. They spent $3 billion on Destiny. Have you ever played Destiny?
I know, but I
Exactly. Nobody plays Destiny.
Okay, so do you? Don't you think that they're gonna have a lot more? They're gonna be able to release more games because of the
No.
money with Sony?
No,
you don't think so?
they got scammed. I think they got scammed on that one.
I mean, there's a good possibility. Yeah, I mean, you know, you got a good point there. Got a good point there.
Itchy. Why itchy foot driver?
That was
Foot
a.
driver.
Let's see,
Interesting.
itchy foot driver.
Okay, so Donnie, what was the topic you wanted to bring up?
I honestly I wrote down. What pisses me off is I
Where
had a
you
bunch
at?
of I had a bunch of juicy topics wrote down on a notepad at work, and the office has been closed the past couple of days, and my notepad is at the office, so I don't remember what all I wrote down. Hey!
Wow, you can't even remember what you brung.
No, I do know. I do remember a couple things I wrote down.
Donnie's not a successful person, so I'm gonna detach from him.
I'm not a successful person.
I'm down.
Yeah, that is a power bottom.
He's a he is a power bottom. I mean, I can tell you that from experience.
What's you So what are you guys into?
What games you guys into? What's the consoles y'all prefer? You know.
No. What's your favorite game? That's what's been bugging me for the
No,
past,
no.
like, 10 minutes.
No. Let's ask them.
Game is-
Let's ask them the question of all questions. Are you guys team Xbox or team PlayStation?
Oh, I bet you I know
Careful,
this.
you
I bet
look
you
for
I know
both.
this one. I bet you I know this one. Keep going. What'd y'all say?
We said PlayStation.
No!
I mean, nah. I mean, let me put it like this. It's the PS2, Xbox 360, and then PS4, PS5.
Oh, let's go! They still choose 360 over PS3. That was one of the arguments we've had.
Wait. So
Xbox
you're
360 smells
telling
better.
you're telling
Oh!
no, dude,
Xbox
what do
360
you
was a lot better.
mean? You're telling me you like Xbox 360 more than you like PS3?
For sure. It was just ahead of
Dude,
its time.
Xbox 360. That's what I have been telling these fools, bro. The Xbox 360 was so ahead of its
You
time.
have to pay for a membership. You have to pay a subscription.
It was just on top.
PS3, you can play for free online for free.
Yeah, but the Xbox network and all the perks on the Xbox was so much better.
I think
Yo, you
that
guys remember the camera that could see your movement and stuff? Those games were fire too. I remember I bought that one time and it was fire.
But
It was
in
just
a
ahead of its
PS3 chat, if you remember on PS3, you could hook up a camera and video chat with your friends on PS3.
You can do that on freaking Xbox 360.
Yeah, fuck that. No, shut the fuck up, okay, Donnie? You're not supposed to talk, okay?
You can do
let me
you can
ask
do
you
so much more on Xbox 360, dude.
No.
Yo, Minecraft was more popular on Xbox too, and Minecraft was one of the biggest games at the time. I mean, it still is.
So I know this is kind of the same question, but now, with what's going on with Microsoft and Sony, which one would you pick, Microsoft or Sony? With what's going in their direction now. What?
I mean, I think Microsoft did a good move buying Activision or Blizzard. I think it was, but Sony will just always be at top. Like the PlayStation is just, it's just the community's already. I feel like it's already built. You know what I mean? Like
Strong.
Yeah, it's already strong. I don't feel like the PlayStation, the gamers would just, I don't know. You know, I'm gonna become an Xbox player. I don't think the Switch will be that easy. You know what I
I
mean?
think the Switch will be more towards PC before it goes to Xbox, for sure.
For sure.
I do think that PlayStation is more of. See, I think Xbox is more. The reason why it's so big is because Xbox is easier to use than PlayStation. Because I mean, I never thought PlayStation was hard, but I could see where people can get confused with. If you had an Xbox or a PlayStation, it's a lot easier to access stuff on Xbox than it is PlayStation. So I think that's
It's a lot easier to jailbreak your
Xbox, and I
PlayStation.
still think it's a pain in the ass to freaking get through the menu system on that thing. It changes every 5 freaking minutes. Every time I turn it on, there's a new update, and then everything's in a different freaking spot, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
See,
let me
the
ask you.
reason why. Okay.
All right. What is your favorite? Like, what do you think is the best game at its prime? Like, best game of all time at its prime.
Ooh.
That's a tough one.
Best game at its prime? Oh, I mean,
Oh, like
I
all the
mean,
way
I
across the
don't-
board?
Yeah, any game at its prime, at its best, at its peak, which is the best game of
Well-
all time?
The
Forza
reason I
4.
say this game, I love this game. For what I do love this game, but the reason why I say this game is because it's been around for years and has not died yet on stream, on gaming, and everyone still talks about it. Minecraft.
What? Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
That's a-
Because I mean, you can go on YouTube and see a Minecraft video right there. Go on Twitch, Minecraft video right there. You go on any other streaming platform, Minecraft. You go.
And
on,
people are still doing like Minecraft community like shit too.
exactly.
I didn't even think about
Minecraft-
that.
Minecraft is still like, no matter the battle royales that come out, I think they're right here, 100%. They're top.
You
of
got
the
you got an answer there, Matt?
Yeah, it was Forza Horizon 4.
Of course you do.
We keep on we keep on losing them. That's okay.
Because it's the only game I've played in the past 10 years.
Well, if they come back, I have my answer, dude.
I guess we'll wait for them to come out back.
Minecraft is the first game I ever streamed.
I
Yeah,
still
actually,
to this
yeah,
day
same.
need to stream a game, so
Minecraft
Which
was
should be my
the
first game, guys.
Stream your
Minecraft
first
is
game,
the
Matt. I'll fucking watch.
Which
I'll
should
come
be
in
my
there and
first
ask.
game to stream.
I'll
I just
come in there and
downloaded
ask you.
tonight.
There you
Apex.
go. Do Fortnite.
Apex.
No,
I feel like I
fuck
do a lot
Apex.
better with Forza.
All right, do Forza. I don't care. I'm just gonna
okay,
show up and ask you very disgusting questions.
Perfect. That's
like
really
you
all I
like to.
need.
He came in my stream and was like, "What would you do if you walked into a bar and there was just a guy getting fisted?" I was like, "It's like what the fuck?"
What is
Pro
going
Skate
on?
4, dude. Skate. Was,
Welcome back.
Yeah.
There they
They're
are.
back again. They're back again.
The
So you guys-
Wi-Fi, man.
I'm guessing you guys don't do a lot of online gaming with your Wi-Fi being such an issue.
Damn.
Look at I want to. You know?
Let me ask you this: whose Wi-Fi is it?
It ain't Spectrum.
God damn! Let me ask you
Yes,
this
you
one:
can.
is it
It's his
Spectrum?
phone's hotspot.
There
Is
ain't
it
no
Spectrum?
Spectrum in New York, is there?
I
You have
think
it
it might be
mapped.
Spectrum. I'm not sure.
It's
Well,
Spectrum's
well,
the worst.
We
Well,
kind
that's
of have like a conspiracy right now. We don't know whether it's the Wi-Fi or my younger sister. That's the conspiracy right now.
Ah,
I think
okay.
she's doing it on purpose.
Before
Alright.
we go on to the next topic,
I didn't get to answer.
Well, hang on. Let's take a shot. Let's take a shot real quick, and then you
Alright,
can
alright,
answer. And you know, let's get a little more alcohol in our system. And if you don't have a shot, then try to just finish your beer.
Do what
chug
you
half
can.
your beer.
Hey, listen,
Chug, like,
listen.
half your beer.
I got the Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale. All right, this is like a 10%er, so this is a tough one.
Yeah, that's nowhere near a real shot. Great, let's go
Well-
for it.
Well, look, I got this half gallon, so I'm good.
You're plugging it up, you're there.
All right.
Take a shot of a 10% beer. What the hell is this?
I didn't
You're
take
the
a shot.
one- you
First
guys
off,
aren't
I'm
drunk.
just saying that this beer that I've been drinking on is a strong, inexpensive beer, and I love it.
Look, in 10 minutes, if you guys don't understand me, just ignore me.
Oh, we've been ignoring
Like-
you since like
Most
episode 1 of
days,
the
Jordan.
podcast. Anyways, I'm gonna say the best game of all time, in my opinion, just because of the impact it had, would be World of Warcraft. I think World of Warcraft, like it's still like the most played MMO around, or in the world, and in its prime, it was just taking people's lives left and right. But
I agree, but the reason why I disagree is because it's only now might come on console. So that's the reason why I disagree, is because, like
I
said,
mean,
Minecraft
I don't see how you play a
is-
game like that on console though, because you have so many
mean,
damn abilities that you gotta press.
But like that's kind of how it is with League of Legends. League of Legends went to Xbox. And
Bro, League of Legends,
has-
you have 4
a
buttons
whole
that you have to
lot.
push.
Right, but I'm saying that there's like if you go on
On World of
actual,
Warcraft,
know,
you have
PC,
like 20 abilities that you could use at
but
one
if you go on
time.
actual PC, you do have a lot of abilities you can use with League of
You
Legends.
can't even
Like,
use a
there-
damn controller on World of Warcraft if you play on PC.
I think you could. It's kind of, see, here's the thing. I think you could because there is quite a bit of games I've played that, well, not quite a bit. I'm gonna say, Elder Scrolls Online. That has anyone played that game? I don't know if you have, if you haven't, but on the console, it's quite literally like WoW. I mean, it's not exactly like
No.
WoW, but
Yeah, see, he's shaking his head
it's
no.
Similar. It's similar to WoW.
So you're
Let-
saying
What
it's got that
about-
wow
what about-
factor?
It has that WoW effect. Not like it's, there's the abilities to you have abilities. It's a lot different than.
But on World of Warcraft, you have like 20. All right, so you have like probably 15, 16 natural abilities, and then if you play like the player versus player aspect, you have like a whole other extra 10 abilities that you're gonna have. And it's not possible to play it on a controller. I don't see how you could. There's not like 100 buttons on a controller, dude. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't see how you could play it.
Well, okay. I think that the way if they say they did, which there's a just say they, because like I don't know if they're going to, but Microsoft has done some crazy shit, but I think that they would make it if the only way it would be
I think if-
successful is Xbox against Xbox, and PvP, and it's only Xbox lobbies with it, with other, with WoW, but you would never play with PC because yes, in that game PC has a complete advantage. But I think that it would be easy to, push the arrow key, whatever it's actually called on the controller, but like the up arrow key, and then
The analog stick.
No, like the arrows, the 4 arrows, whatever they're actually called.
So you got 4,
Yeah.
8.
I think that
10,
if you were
12.
able, they would make
You have
it where
12
I
buttons to possibly.
I see.
I
that they
mean-
would make the hotkeys. Your hotkeys would be, your main 4 buttons, and then your extra abilities would be the arrow key, and then push A or some shit.
That would be
I
hard.
don't know. It would be hard, but not big. But I think WoW is a good game, and it's very up there with a lot lot of.
WoW's
legendary
revolutionary, man. There's people
games.
like
It is.
there's
I
people
agree
who
with you. I
have
love WoW.
have WoW accounts that just have it just because, like me. I haven't played in so long, but I can't cancel my damn account.
Matt, I called you Michael. I'm sorry, but Matt.
Fuck.
Wow. Don't come at me, bro. Matt, what do you think of? Have you ever played WoW? Or are you-
No, I can't say that I have. The most experience I have with it is the episode of South Park where Stan's dad Randy got like obsessed with it. That's like all the knowledge I have of WoW.
Did either of you two play
What
WoW?
about you? Have you? Any of you? No. No.
No.
The
Okay,
game
let
where
me
we're
ask you this.
hosting, man.
Let me ask you this.
Well, what do
Have
you
y'all
two
only-
think is the best game of all time?
Call of Duty has to be one for sure. Call of Duty, we used to grow up playing that game, like on a really small monitor, like 4 players in that screen. We used to play that all the time.
Call of Duty 1. Okay.
Call of Duty want Minecraft too or
I
what?
said Call of Duty, Minecraft as well. I think it depends on how and what aspect you look at it, right? Like popularity. I mean, what a culture, like how impacted culture. Like depends how you want to look at it, right? Like numbers, like money generated. You know what I mean? Like say GTA, right? I think GTA generated the most revenue, right? Like
GTA was
That's
GTA. I think,
Dude, people are
I'd
still
say
loving some
is,
GTA.
like,
See,
up
that's
there.
the thing. I like GTA, and like the whole reason I like GTA more than most games is because, like, the Call of Duty,
it's GTA.
I mean, well, yes, but the Call
Well-
of Duty industry and like franchise, they kind of kept the same thing on almost every game. There was different things, yes. There was different guns. There was different, different stuff. But like on GTA, they completely changed from the beginning of GTA. If you watch if you play the first GTA, it's nothing like the GTA 5 and nothing like GTA 4, nothing like GTA 3. It's nothing like all the GTA.
Dude, San Andreas was my shit, man. I was addicted
There's-
to some San Andreas.
See, I think that like that when we go into talking about franchises and what game is bigger with franchise, because they've made multiple games, I think GTA would beat Call of Duty just because of they change more of their game than Call of Duty does. And when you look at it, yeah, you have your new games, new guns, new class, you different classes you can make, new barrels, new things you can make with Call of Duty. But what has changed? They still have basically every game mode you started with when you play Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, it's the same ones. There's different ones like Gun Game. They came out with Gun Game when Gun Game was fun as hell. I loved it.
Dude, I love Gun Game.
That they have the Black Ops industry, the Modern Warfare industry, and then I think that's kind of it. I don't know. I'm not too hip with like Call of Duty and what's different. Like I know the difference between Black Ops and Modern Warfare. Fuck you, fuck you, Matt. Dude. Fuck you, Matt. I know the difference between. Dude. I don't want to hear your. I don't hear it from your old ass. Okay, Dad. But
listen, I was in high school when GTA 3 came out, and it revolutionized my life. Okay.
Wait.
That game was the damn shit.
You didn't make your argument better.
Then they followed up with Vice City, which was fucking amazing. Get your San Andreas and get it the hell out of here.
Dude, San Andreas. I was so addicted to San Andreas, dude.
Las Vegas was my favorite, 100%, hands down.
I lived in Tennessee until I was in like 5th grade, and then I moved to Kentucky.
And the only 10 I see.
And I had a buddy who on spring break I would go stay at his house for the week, and then on fall break he'd come stay at my house. And so one of those times I went to his house to stay for the week, and he had San Andreas. That was all I did at his house was play San Andreas.
You guys ever play Chinatown?
Play what?
The Chinatown? I think it was mobile. Chinatown.
I know what you're talking about. I haven't played it though.
No, I actually don't even know what you're talking about.
Chinatown. I think it came out in the phone. I used to play like 5-6 years ago. You played it before?
No, but I do remember like sneaking on a PS2, trying to play GTA without my parents looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
My parents used to be big on violence games. We used to have to switch to Call of Duty to paintball mode so that you want to see blood.
Yeah, definitely. You said like the more, I think we touched on it earlier. Like the more you're not allowed to do something, the more you want to play. That was definitely GTA for me.
Oh
Let
yeah.
me tell you how I used to play GTA 3 before. I don't even think I had a PlayStation 2 when it came out, so I didn't even have the option to play it. But there used to be a video game / card collectible place not too far from where I lived, and they would rent out time on a TV where you could play the game. So you give them I think it was I don't know, $2-3 for 15 minutes or something like that, and I would just go to play GTA. And here's the kicker: there's no fucking memory card. I had to play from the beginning every single time. But
And
I
you
would
still
just
fucking did it.
go and play the game from the beginning every time. Then it'd be time's up and all my progress would be gone.
Damn.
And then eventually I got a PS2 and got GTA 3 and but that's how influential that game was on my generation. Everybody had to play it.
Let me ask you all this: if you had to pick any generation of games, of new games, new games and old games, or the middle of new games and old, which one would you guys pick, and why would you pick that?
What do you mean?
Because I would rather play the original Call of Duty, before it was online, PS2 days. You know what I mean? I'd rather play that Call of Duty all day, every day, than I would the new Call of Duty. But also, I would rather play I would rather play Las Vegas than I would GTA 5, in my opinion. But I do like a newer game. So where is your love of video? What genre of video games makes the love of your video game habit? Where did you really love to play video games? Was it now? Do you like the games how they're making now? not graphics. Don't think of the graphics. Think about how they made the game with different,
Like,
you know,
what
was
were you
like,
addicted
say-
to?
Yeah, basically, like, were you more addicted to Black Ops 2, or were you more addicted to the new Call of Duty, you know, or all the new CODs? Were you more addicted to GTA 4 or GTA 5? You know what? It's kind of like, yeah, like, you know, which ones were you more addicted to, the older ones or the newer ones?
I mean, I feel like it's kind of like, if you think about it, like when pretty much Call of Duty first, the first one came out, it's kind of like it was kind of revolutionary. Pretty much like how you said GTA the 3 or the second one, you know, it's kind of revolutionary. When something just comes out, you pretty much get addicted. So the newer
Yeah.
they come out, you're kind of already used to it. So it's never gonna be like, you know,
The same.
first started. Yeah, it's never gonna
Same
be the same.
feeling. You won't get that same feeling.
Yeah. So I guess
Yeah.
it's pretty much when it first came out, or I guess you could call it old.
Or when
or
we first started playing it, you know.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
would say.
What about you, Donnie?
So my favorite generation or genre of gaming, I'm gonna take it back, and I'm gonna say back when I was in middle school and I was playing World of Warcraft religiously, and I was playing, but I would say that was my favorite era and time of gaming because it was different for me than it was for everybody else because my whole family played WoW except for my dad. So my parents are split up. My mom, my stepdad, so on and so forth. We all played WoW. Like in my mom's house, we all had a gaming PC in our bedrooms, and we were all playing WoW together. You know, it was not it was weird because imagine coming home and sitting in like like back then it was Ventrilo, but imagine coming home and sitting in Discord with your family all day playing fucking World of Warcraft and goofing off and with other people too in the guild. So for me, that was my favorite time in terms of gaming, was just sitting there goofing off with my family, playing World of Warcraft, doing a lot of player versus player stuff with my stepdad, and those were good times for me. That by far is some of my favorite times gaming in general.
Okay.
You
So-
guys have any siblings?
Huh?
You guys have any siblings?
I
And
gotta.
growing up, you played with them.
I have a sister. She is 4 years younger than me. But she came out the womb bigger than I was. But she's a beast. But my sister is cool, and I played a lot of games with her. Her and I played a lot of World of Warcraft and Team Fortress 2 and Overwatch together. She doesn't really play games anymore, though, unfortunately. Like, none of my family plays video games anymore, but back in the day, we used to play a lot of stuff together.
Okay, this could be the same question, kind of, but what community do you like better? The new community, old community?
Old fucking
Right.
community.
I think the old. I agree with the old because because I have a lot of big memories with that. What about you? What about you, Matt? I mean, I know you're not big into games anymore, but like when you were really into games, like when did you feel like the new community was better or the old community was better when you started and where you ended?
Well, I have such a different perspective on video game community than you guys do because, like, I didn't really get into online stuff because, like, I think the first system I had that I could actually do online with was 360. And I know there were like PlayStation, you could do it, but like, I don't think I didn't have the hookups for it, and I don't even think we even had the internet provider in our area to do it to even get online with. So like I didn't like my sense of community is like getting together with people, like having buddies come over or going to a buddy's house, and you know we've got 4 controllers and an N64 and we're all screaming at each other and hitting each other's controllers to mess each other up and stuff like that. So I'll vote that community because I mean it's it's fun like now because like I mean that's basically how I met you guys was via the internet. So like this would have never happened if it wasn't available. But I do miss that whole sense of getting together with people and being able to like just have we don't like we get together to play video games. We didn't have to play video games the whole time. It was, you
Right.
know, there was always the option to go do something else, and not that we did, but it was just nice to have that option there.
I
And
agree.
then, I also miss one thing I really miss about gaming years ago is I miss having a physical copy of my game that I could plug into my system. It gave it such a sense of occasion when you were to pick out, you would go to pick out a game. It's like the same thing as like watching like a DVD or a Blu-ray. You really take the time to like decide which one you want.
I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, put the notification bell on, and don't forget to check out their company. Their company is pretty fucking lit. If you own a console and you want some grips for your controller for your console, definitely check them out.
Or accessories.
Or accessories. You know, they're gonna do extra stuff. So definitely keep them in mind. This is not the first time, or I mean, this ain't the last time you're gonna see them on this podcast. I hope, and I think
If they want
that
to come
we're,
back.
if they
Put
want to
some
come
pressure
back, I
on
mean, yeah, I mean, really,
off.
does anyone?
Is-
Does really anyone want to come back? I mean, we'll
So
see.
I'll see right now.
But I hope that everyone enjoyed this episode. I hope everyone enjoyed the podcast that we did. And again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We love you all. Don't forget to check out all of our socials. It will be in the description, and so will their social be in our description. Definitely check it all out. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your night, day, or night. Peace out. This is Drunken Idiots. We are fucked up. Peace out.
Boom!